So welcome back dear students to my NMR class. In this session I wish to discuss about the chemical shift. That is an important concept in or parameter in connection with the NMR spectroscopy is the chemical shift. So let me discuss about the concept behind the chemical shift. That is, in the applied magnetic field B0, the resonance frequency for an isolated nucleus is given by, consider that nucleus with the resultant spin, okay, spin I is assumed to be an isolated. Okay, assume time being you assume that an ideal or hypothetical nucleus is an isolated nucleus. In the applied magnetic field B0, the resonant frequency, okay, the resonant frequency of the radio frequency to occur resonance absorption for that particular isolated nucleus is given by nu is equal to delta E by H. That is equal to Gn beta n B0 by H hertz. Okay, that is nu is the frequency of the radio frequency radiation or radio waves to cause the transition from lower plus half nucleus spin level to the upper minus half nucleus spin level. That is the nuclear transition. So it is a resonance or resonance, the frequency nu correspond to the absorption at which the resonance takes place. If the resonance frequency of the identical nucleus in a molecule are the same, there would be only one peak in the NMR spectrum as given by nu. Okay. Suppose if the resonance of an identical nuclei in a molecule are the same, there would be only one peak in the NMR spectrum as given by the nu. Suppose that all the nucleus present in a molecular system are identical, just like an hypothetical nuclei or isolated nuclei, then we can expect only one absorption peak or NMR peak in the NMR spectrum because if the resonance frequency of all identical nuclei are the same, nu should be the same, or we will expect or we will get only one peak in the NMR spectrum as given by the equation. But a nucleus in a molecule is not bare or isolated, that is the actual cases. So in the former case, the NMR has no significance. Okay, NMR has no significance because all the equivalent proton or identical proton will produce only one NMR signal in MR spectroscopy. That is a hypothetical situation. Accidentally or luckily, that is not the situation. In a nucleus, that is, in a molecule, the nucleus are not bare or isolated. It is surrounded by the electrons, which may be different for different nucleus, or the nucleus are in a different chemical environment or electronic environment. That is the situation. As the chemistry people, you have to know that in a particular molecule, nucleus are in a different chemical environment because they are surrounded by different different types of electron, or it is surrounded by electron which may be different for different nucleus. Okay, each nucleus is surrounded by new electron which may be different for different nucleus. That means they are in different chemical environment. Thus, the applied magnetic field causes a circular motion of this electron perpendicular to the field. When we apply a magnetic field, it will causes a circular motion of this electron surrounding the nucleus perpendicular to the field. Just like as shown in the figure. Okay, this is the opposing magnetic field. Okay, this is the magnetic field and this is the surrounding, this is the direction of the magnetic field upwards. Then the circular motion of the electron, okay, the circular motion of the electron surrounding the nucleus creates an opposing field opposite to the applied magnetic field. Okay, that is the situation as shown in the figure. That is, the surrounding circularly electronic cloud surrounding the nucleus produces a magnetic field which will opposes the applied magnetic field. This motion produces a secondary magnetic field in a direction opposed to the applied magnetic field. Hence, the result is that hence the nucleus experiences a field that is slightly less than the applied field. Okay, the resultant effect is that since the circularly motion of the electron create a magnetic field or secondary magnetic field which will act in a direction opposite to the applied magnetic fields, therefore the nucleus experiences a slightly less field than the applied magnetic field B0, and this effect is called diamagnetic shielding. So in natural case is that a surrounding electronic cloud around the nucleus create a diamagnetic shielding, and depending on the nature of the electronic cloud or depending on the arrangement of the electronic cloud around the nucleus, this diamagnetic shielding varies. Okay, its magnitude varies, its direction varies, its nature which generally its direction and magnitude varies depending on the structural arrangement of the electronic cloud surrounding the nucleus. Okay, this is a situation that is actually the case of benzene is general field, that is a electronic cloud surrounding the nucleus, circular motion, and that will create a diamagnetic secondary field, and the resultant diamagnetic secondary field, magnetic field opposes the applied magnetic field B0 that is acting upwards. You want to know that? The figure B0, the applied magnetic field acting upwards, while the circularly motion, that is center there is spinning electron, and around the spinning electron there is an electronic cloud which is circular, which is in a state of circular motion, which is said to be in a circular motion under the influence of the applied field B0, and the resultant circularly motion create a diamagnetic secondary magnetic field. Okay, that secondary diamagnetic magnetic field opposes the applied magnetic field B0, therefore it is called a diamagnetic deshielding effect, diamagnetic deshielding magnetic field. Therefore the nucleus suffer a lesser magnetic field from the applied magnetic field, a lesser effect from the applied magnetic field B0, and hence it is called diamagnetic shielding of the nucleus in a molecule by the surrounding electron cloud. So another picture. So actually the situation is that the nucleus is not under the influence of B0, it is in a effective magnetic field. Okay, our nucleus of interest is not under the influence of B0, but it is in an effective magnetic field, which is given by the equation, that is B effective is equal to B0 minus B induced, where B induced is the diamagnetic field and B0 is the applied magnetic field. Okay, B induced is the secondary diamagnetic field produced due to the circular motion of the electron. Therefore, the B effective is actually lesser than B0 by a factor equal to the diamagnetic shielding effect created by the circular motion of the electron under the influence of the applied field. So, some mathematical equation, the induced or counter field B induced of the electron, which always opposes the applied field, is directly proportional to the applied field B0, so that we can write B induced is equal to a constant a constant sigma into B0. B induced is equal to minus sigma into B0, where the sigma is called a proportionality constant called shielding constant or screening constant, simply called shielding constant is better, of the nucleus. B0 is applied magnetic field, and the minus sign indicates that it is opposes. It is always the direction is always opposite to the applied magnetic field B0. Therefore, the effective magnetic field B effective felt by the nucleus, okay, nucleus is namely the sum of the applied field and the induced shielding field or it is the sum, or it is a minus. Okay, you have this in a vector quantity, you can either say at the sum or it is a difference. The effective magnetic field B effective is equal to the applied magnetic field minus the induced magnetic field. Okay, that is okay. Therefore, the experience, the B effective experience equal to B minus sigma B0, C is B0, okay, minus B induced, that is equal to B0 minus sigma B0. Okay, you don't go for the minus sign, here the minus sign indicating that it is only opposing. So you have to remember, you have to go through the concept, the B effective felt by the nucleus, okay, is the spinning nucleus is B0 minus B induced, that is equal to B0 minus sigma B0, that is B0 into 1 minus sigma. The value of sigma, that is shielding constant, depend upon the electronic or chemical environment around the nucleus, that I already said. That is, the depending on the chemical environment around the nucleus, which vary for various molecular species, or which is a variant factor for a different molecule. So the value of sigma depends upon the electronic or chemical environment around the nucleus. This means that the extent to which a nucleus is shielded varies with the electron density around the nucleus. Upon generalizing, we can say that the effective magnetic field Bi experienced by a particular nucleus is given by, whose field shielding constant sigma is given by B effective is equal to B0 into 1 minus sigma I. Okay. Then the chemical sheet. Now you are going to represent the thing about that is, we have to go for the concept of chemical sheet, or physical concept of chemical sheet. Due to that shielding effect felt by a proton or a nucleus, a different field is required to produce this resonance absorption. That is the situation. Due to that shielding effect felt by a proton, okay, due to its different chemical or electron environment, a different field is required to produce its resonance absorption. Or further, due to a difference in the magnitude of this effect, the protons in different chemical environment, a resonance at different values of the applied field. Okay, I already mentioned. Further, due to the difference in the magnitude of this chemical environment surrounding the nucleus, the chemical environment, proton in different chemical environment resonate or get absorbed at the different values of the applied field. The more the proton is shielded, okay, the more the proton is shielded, the higher the applied field required to produce the resonance absorption, or vice versa. The more the proton is shielded, the higher the field B0 required to produce the resonance absorption for a given frequency radiation or radioverse. The difference in the absorption position of a particular proton in a molecule due to its variation in its chemical environment from that of an isolated proton is referred to as the chemical shift. That is the definition of chemical shift. The difference, okay, the difference in the absorption position, the difference in the absorption position of a particular proton in a sample molecule due to its variation in its chemical environment, okay, due to its variation in its chemical environment from that of an isolated proton. That of an isolated proton is referred to as chemical sheet. The measurement of a chemical sheet value of a proton in a molecule or in a compound with reference to an isolated proton is not practically possible. Okay, the measurement of chemical shift values of a proton in a compound with reference to an isolated proton is not possible in practice, because we have no proton which is isolated bare. Okay, we cannot think about a proton or nucleus which is in the state of isolation or in bare situation. Hence, they are measured relative to a proton in some reference compound. So our definition, the hypothetical definition of chemical shift is to be changed. That is, the ideal definition for chemical shift, the hypothetical definition of chemical shift is that it is a difference in the absorption position of a particular proton in a molecule due to its variation in chemical environment from that of an isolated proton. Okay, that is a ideal or hypothetical chemical shift definition. But we cannot have an isolated proton or bare proton. We cannot think about it. Hence, they are to be measured relative to a proton in some reference compound. Reference compound. The reference compound chosen is always tetramethylxylene TMS. So CH3 4 times Si. So therefore, the reference or standard compound that is used for as a reference compound in NMR spectroscopy is tetramethylxylene or TMS CH3 4 times Si. The peculiarity of the compound is that there are 12 identical proton in this particular compound. Or there are four, that is 12 number of identical protons which are in an identical chemical environment in this molecule. Si is the center. It is connected to tetravalent. Silicon is tetravalent. The tetravalent is connected to 4 carbon atom, and this 4 carbon atom is attached to 3 hydrogen atom each. So there are exactly 12 protons, spinning proton, which are exactly in the same chemical environment. So this can be considered as a compound which is in a state of the highest chemical or highest field, or which is in a highest circular electron motion, or we are in a higher chemical environment, high field. Okay. So once again, there are 12 identical proton which are in a identical chemical environment with the highest electronic cloud. Therefore, the chemical shift is defined with respect to this compound, TMS. So, with respect to this compound, the definition now changes. Therefore, chemical shift is defined as the magnitude of the separation of the absorption position of a particular proton due to its varying chemical environment from that of a reference proton in a reference compound called TMS. Okay. Is called a chemical shift of that proton. Therefore, chemical shift is defined as the magnitude of the separation of the absorption position of a particular proton due to its chemical environment from that of a reference compound proton in TMS. That's it. Okay, again I said the chemical shift is defined as the separation of the absorption position of a particular proton in a sample compound due to its variation chemical environment from that of a proton in a standard compound called TMS. Standard compound called TMS. Okay, that is the situation. But TMS proton absorb ചെയ്യുന്ന സിഗ്നലിൽ നിന്നും എത്ര ദൂരത്തിലാണ് നമ്മുടെ particular protonന്റെ സിഗ്നൽ കാണിക്കുന്നത് due to its variation in the chemical environment. That separation is called the chemical shift of that particular proton of the nucleus or compound. Mathematically, the chemical shift is expressed in terms of tau scale and del scale. The tau scale, that is the older scale that is used in all the time in terms of field SEEP experiment. So we can work out that NMR can be worked in 2 different manners. Okay, the working of NMR can be carried out in 2 different manners. Either you have to keep the frequency, the radio waves constant, then change the magnetic field so that you can vary the magnetic field to cause the resonance absorption to occur at a particular frequency. That is a particular situation. That is called a field SEEP instrument. usually in the field SIP experiment, the chemical sheet is expressed in terms of an ordered scale called a tau scale, okay, because it is in terms of the magnetic field, because the magnetic field is seeping from very low value to very high value, like that, okay. Magnetic field is going on vary, or it is seeped from low value to high value by keeping the frequency of the radio waves constant. Then that scale is called the tau scale. The tau scale, that is defined as, that is, it is expressed in terms of in field SIP instruments, that is tau is equal to B reference minus B sample by B reference into 10⁻⁶. Okay, where B reference and B sample respectively are the applied field strength at which absorption occurs for the TMS proton and for a certain equivalent proton in the sample compound. Okay, where BR stand for TMS absorption position or the field strength where absorption occurs, and BS stand for the field strength at which the sample proton get absorbed. And since the value is very small, we have to multiply it with 10⁻⁶. That is called tau scale. Okay, that is called the tau scale. So tau scale, that is the field SIP instrument in which the chemical shift is expressed in terms of the magnetic field, that is equal to B magnetic field of the sample, BR minus magnetic field of the reference minus magnetic field of the sample divided by the magnetic field of reference into 10⁻⁶, where BR is the magnetic field at which absorption position occurs for the TMS, and BS is the magnetic field at which absorption position occurs for the sample proton. But the modern scale, that is del scale, the chemical shift is expressed nowadays. The chemical shift is most commonly expressed in terms of chemical shift is expressed in terms independent of the applied field strength, and it is in terms of frequency SIP. The second way is to keep the magnetic field in a particular range, and you vary the frequency of the radio waves that is selected for absorption to resonance absorption to occur. Then you have to keep the instrument in a particular magnetic field range. So magnetic field is remain constant. Okay. Then you select a particular frequency radiation, vary the frequency. Frequency is then scanned to occur the absorption, resonance absorption to occur. Okay. That is del scale. That is called the del scale is scale that expresses the chemical shift in terms of frequency C independent of the applied field strength, or by keeping the applied field strength magnetic field constant. So the field independent frequency shift chemical chemical shift is del scale. So that is again del scale is an scale used for representing the chemical shift in terms of the frequency and is independent of the applied magnetic field. So in this case the magnetic field is kept constant and the frequency of the radio waves is set from very low value to very high value. Then delta is the chemical shift, delta is equal to new sample minus new reference divided by new reference into 10⁻⁶, where new sample and new reference the frequency of the radio waves at which sample get and TMS respectively get absorbed. Okay, or is represent the resonance, their frequency portion at which the resonance absorption occurs for sample and reference. Then the newest and newer respectively, that is frequency at which absorption causes for the TMS for a sample proton and TMS proton. Okay, that is okay. New sample stand for the frequency position at which resonance absorption occurs for the corresponding that frequency for the sample, and new reference stand for the frequency at which TMS get absorbed. Chemical equivalence and number of signal. All the proton which are in identical chemical environment and hence have the same shielding power are said to be chemically equivalent, hence produce only one absorption line in an MR. It's very important. All the proton which are in identical chemical environment, or which are always surrounded by, or if in all the protons are in the same electronic environment, or they are said to be in identical chemical environment, and hence have the same shielding power, are said to be a chemically equivalent, and hence produce only one absorption line in NMR. Compounds such as TMS, benzene, okay, TMS 12 equivalent proton, benzene 6 identical chemical equivalent proton, acetone 3 plus 3 6 equivalent chemical equivalent proton, 1 3 2 dichloroethyl, 1 2 dichloroethyl. Okay, they have 4, I think. Okay, 1 2 dichloro, 2 equivalent hydrogen atom, and all. Okay, all these have write the structure 1 2 dichloroethane. That case, all these have equivalent number of they have the identical proton. All the proton in the chemical environment, they produce only one signal. But the compound like methanol, paraxylene, methyl acetate, etc. comprises two different set of chemically distinct proton, and hence show two absorption peak in NMR or PMR, proton magnetic resonance. The nucleus is proton, NMR is PMR. While the compound like ethanol, pyridine, etc. have three chemically distinct proton, hence produce three absorption peak is NMR spectra. Okay, example will be given while writing the structure. Again, come to a tau scale and del scale. In tau scale, the resonance position of the TMS is arbitrarily fixed as 10 because the absorption occurs in the highest field. The highest field is the maximum field. So it is always written as the field as 10. The tau scale, the resonance position of the TMS, the standard is arbitrarily fixed as 10. While in a del scale, its value is arbitrarily fixed as 0. Okay. So that in tau scale, that is the original, that was the original instrument, that is the chemical shifts are expressed originally in tau scale, in which the TMS signal, in which the chemical shift is expressed in terms of field, in terms of applied field, TMS signal on the return on the extreme right has the maximum value 10, while from left onwards, that is the de-shielding side or down field, de-shielding side or less shielding side or de-shielding side, that is called a downfield side. Okay, that is a downfield. De-shielding means downfielding side, that is the delta scale, the applied value going on decreases towards left. That is the situation. So in the tau scale, on the right side, TMS as the signal, absorption signal 10 highest field. Okay, signal value 10. From right to left onwards for all other protons, its absorption occurs at downfield, that means de-shielding position. So the field value decreases in the tau scale towards left, and it even crosses 0 and becomes negative on the left side. So 10 on the right side, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1, -2 towards left means towards de-shielding side or downfield. That means the chemical shift here increases. Okay, chemical shift increases in the lower field or downfield or in the de-shielding side. So it causes some confusion. But the del scale, the TMS signal position is said to be occur at a 0 frequency. Okay, the frequency is taken as 0 instead of 10. The frequency position is 0. From right, its position is TMS signal as 0. From right to left, then frequency or the value, the del value, okay, del value shown as increase is written as showing as increase from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, etc. 12, etc. That means the shielding side, that means the shielding in the de-shielding side, its value going on increases. So in the del scale, there is no confusion. The extreme right, the TMS absorption occurs at del value 0, 0 with the new frequency 0 or del 0, and from left onwards, that is in the de-shielding side, del value going on increases. That means chemical shift increases. So in the del scale, that is the nowadays used scale, del scale, the chemical shift is such that, okay, that is on left side towards left, that is the de-shielding side towards left, the de-shielding increases, the chemical shift increases. Okay, that is the situation of the del scale. Similarly, on the other hand, if the de-shielding or shielding increases, that means towards right, chemical shift decreases. Again, so the chemical shift is expressed in terms of del scale. In the del scale, TMS signal is taken as 0 on the right side of the scale. From right to left onwards, okay, the del value increases in the shielding as the shielding increase as the de-shielding increases. So from right to left, as a de-shielding, okay, de-shielding of the proton increases, the del value increases. That means chemical shift is said to be increased. On the other hand, in the del scale, as the shielding effect increases, on the right side, so that del value decreases. That means chemical shift decreases. അതാണ് നിങ്ങൾ മനസ്സിലാക്കേണ്ടത്. നമ്മുടെ ഡെൽ സ്കെയിലിൽ de-shielding increases. That means del increases, chemical shift increases. On the other hand, the del scale, shielding increases, del scale decreases. That means on the right side. That means chemical shift decreases. But shielding decreases the chemical shift, shielding decreases the del value. That means decreases the chemical shift. On the other hand, de-shielding increases the del value. That means increases the chemical shift. But to strictly remember this fact, you don't confuse the tau scale. So any factors that will favor the de-shielding of the proton will increase the del value, thereby increasing the chemical shift, or increasing the chemical shift and thereby increases the delta value. Or any factor which will favor the shielding of a particular proton in a compound, that will decrease the chemical shift. That means delta value diminishes. Okay. So in the TMS is taken as that proton which has the highest shielding with a signal del value 0. Okay, with the del value 0. In a nucleus, as a shielding or de-shielding, which is always lesser than this highest shielded TMS signal. Okay. The term shielded means, okay, again, the term shielded means a shift towards lower del value or low chemical shift. Repeats, the term shielded means a shift towards lower delta value or low chemical shift, that is towards the right or upfield, while a de-shielded means a shift towards high del value or high chemical shift towards to the left or downfield in the del scale. So this fact you have to remember with respect to del scale. Okay, don't get confused. The term shielded means a shift towards lower del value or low chemical shift. Shielding lead to lower del value, low chemical shift towards right, that is towards TMS. While de-shielded means a shift to higher del value, that means high chemical shift, that is far away from the TMS signal towards left. Then the table showing the chemical shift position of proton in different kinds of organic compound. പല ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് കോമ്പൗണ്ടിൽ ഓർഗാനിക് കോമ്പൗണ്ടുള്ള കെമിക്കൽ ഷിഫ്റ്റ് അബ്സോർഷൻ പൊസിഷൻ ആണ് ഇത് കാണിക്കുന്നത്. എക്സാമ്പിൾ chemical shift proton, different kinds of organic compound. Okay. Alkane, the dark colored, dark thickness, the dark, the proton is shown as the thick color or dark color. Alkane RCH3 get absorbed at a 0.8 to 1 delta is okay from TMS 0 in 0.8 to 1 alkane. Okay, dialkane R2CH2 branched chain alkane, or that is dialkane, diacetylate alkane. Okay, it is 1.2 to 1.4, then again increases. Then again tri-branch, okay, trialkane again increases 1.4 to 1.6. So deshielding gradually increases as branch increases. Then alkene again deshielding increases. RC double bond CH2, R2C double bond CH2, deshielding increases 4.6 to 5.8 because the circular electronic cloud. Alkyne, that is get a deshielding effect is created because of the there is a delocalization in this molecule. Alkyne RC triple bond CH. In the alkyne is typical is that deshielding is less. It is considerably shielded. The alkyne triple bond is the alkyne electronic cloud is slightly that is shielding the proton, but alkene electron cloud slightly deshielded the proton. That situation. Okay. In alkene, the proton deshielded, the electron cloud deshielded the proton, while in alkyne it shielded the proton considerably. So the value slightly right, 1.5 to 3.5. But in alkene, it is 4.6 to 5.8. Aromatic, considerable deshielding. ARH, considerable deshielding. This proton is away from the diamagnetic, opposing electric field created by the circular electronic cloud. I will show it in the example. What are the factors affecting the chemical shift? We can discuss all these aspects. Aromatic ring cloud, which will create the proton is away from the opposing secondary diamagnetic field of the circularly motion of the electron. Okay. അതിൽ ചുറ്റിക്കറങ്ങുന്ന പൈ ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ക്ലൗഡ് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന സർക്കുലർ ഇലക്ട്രിക് മോഷൻ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന സെക്കൻഡറി ഡയമാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡിൽ നിന്നും അത് എവയാണ്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ടു ദ പ്രോട്ടോൺ അവിടെ നിന്ന് മാറിയാണ് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് ഒപ്പോസിങ് ദ അപ്ലൈഡ് ഫീൽഡ്, ഓർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് എ ഡീഷീൽഡിംഗ് ഇഫക്റ്റ് ആണ്. സോ ദാറ്റ് ഷിഫ്റ്റഡ് ടുവേഴ്സ് ദ ലെഫ്റ്റ് 6 to 9. Similarly, aromatic. Then come to the methane. Slightly again it shift towards right. Deshielding decreases considerably for toluene ARCH3. Okay, 2.2 to 1. Fluoroalkyne. Again, fluorine is the electronegative compound. Deshielding. All this. Then alcohol. 1 to 6 it get varies. Aldehyde highly deshielded ആണ്. Aldehyde CHO highly deshielded ആണ്. Okay. Similarly, carboxylic acid COH highly deshielded ആണ്. 10 to 13 carboxylic acid COH. Aldehyde CHO, that is CHO, that proton is also deshielded 9 to 11. But alcohol, ROH can vary. Its value can be shielded or deshielded. Similarly, ketone, that is interesting. Even though aldehyde is highly shielded, aldehyde is highly deshielded, ketone is much more shielded. The ketone carbonyl CH3, the ketone CH3, okay. The ketone, in ketone, the proton is slightly shielded, so del value is decreased towards the right. But in aldehyde, the proton is deshielded considerably, and it is slightly away to its left, that is away from TMS value to 9 to 11. Deshielding effect increases. So in aldehyde, proton is highly de-shielded, but in ketone, proton is slightly shielded. Ester intermediate position, okay. Bromo, chloro, fluoro, iodo, bromo, chloro, fluoro. That is, as electronegativity increases, de-shielding increases. This situation, all you have to memorize for convenience. Okay. The next class we have to discuss the various factors affecting the chemical shift. Then only you had to familiarize with the chemical environment shielding and de-shielding. Thank you very much.